In the news, federal government reveals names of terrorism financiers.
Continue to give intelligence to security agencies, Kogi government urges citizens.
Okun people pass vote of confidence in Governor Predecessor, Yahaya Bello.
Ebony government resolves to settle 111-year-old communal war for permanent peace.
Australian government implements stamp visa regulations for Nigerian students. Others. In sports, Man United keen to sign Osimhen, agent. This is the MLC TV
Global Weekend Review News Hour,
reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluent State of Nigeria. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for joining us. The Nigerian Senate has passed a bill seeking the establishment of the National Youth Service Corps NYSC Trust Fund. The bill, sponsored by Senator Yemi Adaramodu, APC Ekiti, seeks to provide a sustainable source of funds for the NYSC, skill acquisition, training and empowerment of corps members, training and retaining of the personnel of the scheme, development of camps and NYSC formation and facilities. Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu has lamented how rich Nigerians spend money on parties instead of helping their poor neighbors. The former lawmaker, in a television interview while reacting to the rescue of 5 sisters of the Al-Qadriya family who were kidnapped in the Buhari area of Abuja, blamed rich Nigerians for preferring to spend huge amounts of money on parties, showing lack of empathy for the plight of the indigent people among them. The First Lady described prayers as a solution to the incessant kidnappings carried out by terrorists, bandits and other criminals across the country. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has called on Nigerians to have faith in the administration of President Bola Tinubu, who is making efforts to address the nation's challenges. Idris said the nation's economy was gradually reviving under Tinubu, saying that the present administration is working hard to address the challenges. He said the president had introduced policies and programs that would uplift the well-being of Nigerians and advised the citizens to have trust and confidence in the new leadership. He emphasized that the Ministry of Information and National Orientation was committed to ensuring a total overhaul of the agencies under the ministry with a view to enhancing the sector, stressing that the present administration is working hard to revive the nation's refineries.
Kogi state government has called on the citizens of the state to continue to give credible intelligence to security agencies, saying they can only deliver with helpful information to track criminals. The State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, who made a call in a statement this Friday, urged the citizens to cooperate with security agencies in order to sustain the onslaught against criminality in the state. He said the administration of Ahmed Usman Ododo is working on regrafting the security architecture of the state to deal with current realities and matching the growing sophistication of criminals, and that the state cannot afford not to crack down on criminality as it occupies a strategic place in the map of Nigeria. Fanwo stated that Kogi, as the center of the nation, the state government will continue to work hard to prevent and tackle criminality to ensure the safety of all residents. He assured residents of the state of the determination of Ahmed Usman Ododo's administration to make Kogi uncomfortable for criminal elements, insisting that the #1 focus of the government is to ensure adequate security for all and sundry. Fanwo maintained that recent challenges in some flashpoints in the state are being dealt with appropriately, saying the government will always be proactive to prevent crimes from being perpetrated by criminals.
A vote of confidence has been passed on the governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Usman Ododo, his predecessor Yahaya Bello, and the leadership of the All Progressive Congress APC in the state. A group known as Okun United for Justice from Okun land in the Western Senatorial District of the state, during a press conference in Lokoja, the state capital, condemned comments credited to one Basharun Adeyemi against both the former governor Yahaya Bello and his successor Usman Ododo. The coordinator of the group, Eniola Olayemi, said Basharun Adeyemi was only a mouthpiece of the Abuja-based political jesters and not authorized to speak on behalf of the Okun people. Oluremi asserted that the immediate past governor was the most successful in the history of the state, adding that the November 11th governorship election in Kogi State was free, fair and credible.
The Federation Account Allocation Committee (FAAC) says the three tiers of government shared 1.15 trillion in February 2024. FAAC disclosed this in a communique issued at its March meeting on Thursday, chaired by Wale Edun, Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy. The figure signifies an increase of 10 billion compared to the 1.14 trillion shared in January 2024. According to the communique, the 1.15 trillion total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 101.34 billion distributable value-added tax (VAT), revenue of 428.80 billion electronic money transfer levy (EMTL), revenue of 15.15 billion and exchange difference revenue of 607.44 billion. Total revenue of 2,326.149 billion was available in the month of February 2024. Total deduction for cost of collection was 66.456 billion. Total transfers, intervention and refund was 856.937 billion and savings was 250 billion. FAAC said gross statutory revenue of 1,192.428 billion was received for the month of February 2024. This was higher than the sum of 1,151.808 billion received in the month of January 2024 by 40,620 billion. The gross revenue available from the value-added tax in February 2024 was 460.487 billion. This was higher than the 420.733 billion available in the month of February 2024 by 39,755 billion. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has described the payment of pension to former governors and their deputies as outrageous and a daylight robbery, just as he commended Governor Alex Otti of Abia State for repealing the law backing pension payment for ex-governors and their deputies. Obasanjo spoke on Friday when he paid Otti a visit at his country home in Uvosi, Isiala Ungwa South local government area. While commending Otti for his courage in repealing the law, the former president expressed the hope that other governors would follow his footsteps. It's like trouble because it allowed them to have a house in Abuja and elsewhere, and it allowed them to cut away with whatever they can, yet the pensions of ordinary people from 2014 are unpaid. Obasanjo congratulated Governor Otti for his tenacity and for weathering the storm to become the state governor and reminded him that a lot of work needed to be done.
We go on a short break now. We'll be right back.
Conventionally, elderly has been defined as the chronic age of 65 years old or older. It was also a general belief that elders know more of the past and can easily guide the younger generation through the present and the future. We also know that history allows us to learn from the successes and failures of the past. By studying historical events, individuals, and societies, we can gain a deeper understanding of the consequences of various actions and decisions, helping us to make wiser choices in the present and the future. The study of history is essential to understanding how and why we got to where we are, either as an individual or as a society. That's why Malachi TV presents to you Senior Citizen Outcome, to be able to know why we are where we are now and understand why we need history to guide us into the future. Studying history is more than knowing the date and day of significant happenings. Also, listening to those with knowledge will do us better. When we listen to others, it provides a personal opportunity to exercise our imagination to understand life in another dimension, place and culture, as well help us to understand the world as it exists now. I am Avoy Nwogu. I will be your guide on this program, Senior Citizen Anchor, a program where we'll have the elders as our guests to engage, motivate, and to educate us. Coming soon.
Welcome back. And on crime,
the Defense Headquarters has declared that no fewer than 97 persons are wanted. The wanted persons include terrorists and insurgents, among others, who are behind violent crime in the country. They also include a factional leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Simeon Ekpa, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Edward Buba, confirmed the names and pictures of the people who declared them wanted to journalists on Friday. The names and pictures contain terrorists from the northeast and northwest, as well as the insurgents in the southeast and north central.
The Nigerian Sanctions Committee has revealed the identities of 9 specific individuals and 6 entities that have been recommended for sanction following their involvement in terrorism financing. The 9 individuals under sanctions include Tukur Mamu, Yusuf Ghazali, Muhammad Sani, and Abubakar Mohammed. Others are Salamuddin Hassan, Adamu Ishaq, Hassan Oyiza Isa, Abdul Karim Musa, and Umar Abdullahi. The 6 Bureau de Change firms are West and East African General Trading Company Limited, Settings Bureau de Change Limited, G-Side General Enterprise, Desert Exchange Ventures Limited, Eagle Square General Trading Company Limited, and Alpha Exchange BDC. Top of the list of individuals named in the document was a Kaduna-based publisher, Tukur Mamu, who is currently being tried by the federal government for allegedly aiding the terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train in March 2022. The Lagos Police Command has raided the house where fake drinks are produced in Agege, Lagos State. According to reports, the Isokoko Division officers conducted the raid in Agege, uncovering an illicit distillery producing counterfeit alcoholic beverages. 4 individuals were apprehended, and authorities seized fake drinks along with assorted empty bottles and brand labels.
Following the lingering land dispute between the people of Abaomege and Ishinkwo communities in Onitsha local government area of Ebony State, the state government has disclosed its intentions to restore permanent peace in the area for the well-being of the people. In this regard, the state government, through the White Paper Implementation Committee chaired by Commissioner of Justice and Attorney General of the state, Barrister Bernard Odo, met with the stakeholders of Ishikwa community in preparation for signing of peace agreement between the warring communities on Friday. They gathered that Abaomege and Ishiokwa community have been at war for 111 years over a fertile land, with many lives lost and properties worth billions of naira destroyed. The White Paper Implementation Committee had earlier met with stakeholders of Abaomege before meeting with those of Ishikwa on Wednesday. Addressing the stakeholders of Ishinkwa at the Executive Council Chambers, Old Government House, Abakaliki, the state capital, Odo expressed certainty that with collaborative approach, the state government will permanently resolve the crisis.
On the foreign scene, the Australian government has declared its intent to implement stricter visa regulations for Nigerian students and other international applicants due to a surge in migration numbers. In a statement by Home Affairs Minister Claire O'Neill said, starting this Saturday, there will be stricter English language requirements for students and graduate visas. Additionally, the government will gain authority to suspend education providers from enrolling international students if they repeatedly violate regulations. He noted that the actions will continue to drive migration levels down while delivering on the country's commitment in the migration strategy to fix the inherited broken system. The minister pointed out that a new genuine student test will be introduced to better target international students who come to Australia mainly for work purposes, alongside increased use of no further stay conditions on visitor visas. Ukraine Air Force says the country has intercepted 31 missiles launched by Russia at Kiev overnight. The country's Air Force, while giving update on its war against Russia, said at least 17 people, including a child, were injured by falling debris, 4 of whom are in hospital. They described the attack as the largest Russian attack in weeks and follows a vow from Moscow for revenge over a recent attack by the Ukraine on its border region. According to reports, the attack has prompted Ukraine's President Zelensky to renew his call for more military aid from Western allies. And in sports, Coach Finidi George says the principal objective of Nigeria is to earn good results in the upcoming friendly games against Ghana and Mali's senior teams. Scheduled for the city of Marrakesh in Morocco, looking ahead to Friday's clash with Ghana, the two-time World Cup star reiterated that the Super Eagles are presently in high station in African football, having finished as runner-ups at the African Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire, saying that everything will be done to maintain such status and exceed it. Finidi George won 62 caps for Nigeria, including featuring at the 1994 and 1998 FIFA World Cup finals, and won gold, silver and bronze medals from the 1992, 1994, 2000 and 2002 AFCON tournaments. Italian agent Roberto De Fanti has revealed that Manchester United are seriously showing interest to sign Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen. Recall that the Red Devils have been scouting the 25-year-old for many years, but are not thought to have the budget for a big money forward signing. In a chat with sport writers, De Fanti stated that the Nigerian international remained the typical number 9 that Man United are craving to sign, as they have shown more interest above the clubs looking for the centre forward.
On entertainment, one of Nigeria's most popular actresses has been arrested for allegedly trying to bribe a police officer in Kano State. Police says Amal Umar gave an officer 250,000 naira to have her impounded car released. Her lawyer, Adama Usman, says she denies the charges, saying it was a police officer who first asked for money. She has appeared in hundreds of movies over the past decade and is also well known in neighboring countries. Amal, as she is known by fans of Kano's film industry, Kannywood, has millions of followers on social media. According to the police, Amal's car was seized over a year ago on suspicion it had been purchased using proceeds of fraud allegedly committed by her boyfriend. She gave an officer 250,000 naira with a promise to bring more money. Kano police spokesman Bashar Mohammed told the BBC. Amal's lawyer, Mrs. Usman, told the BBC they would continue to fight the case in court as she thinks the Fosca BU star was coerced.
That is the size of our package. Do support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, Malakai TV. Like and follow our Facebook pages, MLC TV, MLC TV2, MLC TV Yoruba, and Igbiravabe MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021, X handle Malakai TV, and TikTok Malakite_TV. For your event coverage, appearance on any of our programs, contributions, comments, advert placement, or sponsorship, please call or send SMS to any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join Malakai TV online on weekends to watch our various programs. Saturday 7 p.m. Political Arena, Sunday 6 p.m. Women's World, and Monday 9 a.m. The Opinion. It is Malakai TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brother's keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Jennifer Odimayo. Thanks for watching.